president of Boa Esporte, a football club in Brazil's second division, has defended his decision to offer a contract to a goalkeeper who has just got out of prison. Bruno de Souza was jailed for ordering the murder of a former lover after she gave birth to his child. Her body was cut up and fed to dogs. Shasta Darlington is in Brazil with more on this grisly story.
Welcome back to another episode of DAS, Death After Sports on SFO with your boy, Sean Mack. Today we got a nice story for you, pretty sad, but as always, we're going to learn some lessons and get through it together. Thanks for checking in, thanks for the support, thanks for the subs, and thanks for the comments. It's a small channel and we're growing, so we appreciate it. In 2010, Brazilian goalkeeper Bruno Fernandes was arrested in the disappearance of his mistress / side chick Elisa Samudio. Eliza claimed that she was pregnant with Bruno's child, and she was right, and she paid for it with her life. This is a tale of don't have sex with married people, even if they're famous. So remember, if you like today's content, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the channel and to the video. So let's go. Here are the full details to this tragic story. On June 9 of 2010, Bruno's girlfriend, actress and model Elisa Samudio disappeared while pregnant. She had claimed Bruno was the father of her child, which she could prove after her son was born. When he refused to support the child, Samudio had sued Bruno during a time when a lucrative transfer to AC Milan was being negotiated. After Samudio's disappearance, her child turned up with Bruno's wife. In July of 2010, a Brazilian judge ordered Bruno's arrest. A 17-year-old cousin of Bruno told the police that he had taken part in Samudino's abduction with his friend Luis. He also stated that Samudino was dead, but did not say how she died, nor where her body was, and that Bruno was the father of her baby, despite him already being married. Flamengo suspended his contract with the club, and their lawyers eventually did not represent him in court anymore. According to his accomplice Luis, Bruno tried to off himself twice while in prison waiting for his trial to begin, but the courts denied that Bruno had done so. They did report that he fainted once due to low blood sugar levels. In late July, he was formally charged with the murder, kidnapping, hiding a body, forming a criminal gang, conspiracy, and corrupting minors. According to the police, Bruno's teenage cousin stated that Samudino's body was cut up and some parts were fed to dogs, while other parts were buried under concrete. Bruno confessed to organizing the plots. The case had led to a debate in Brazil concerning misbehavior by professional athletes and growing crime against women. On March 8 of 2013, he was sentenced to a 22-year jail term for assault, torture, and murder of his former girlfriend and mother of his youngest child. In February of 2017, after Fernandes had served just 6 years and 7 months of his prison sentence, his lawyers filed for him to be released because of the slow process of an appeal request. The petition was granted by the courts, and Bruno was released from jail pending appeal. After his release, Bruno was immediately receiving a number of contract offers, and he accepted one from Boa Esporte Club. Elisa's mother sued, demanding Bruno's return to prison because he had posted a threat to her grandson was unsuccessful. Here's a quote from Bruno Fernandes. Quote, "What happened, happened. I made a mistake, a serious one, but mistakes happen in life. I'm not a bad guy. People try to bury my dreams because of one mistake, but I ask God for forgiveness, so I am carrying on with that, my career." Damn, this dude. In April of 2017, Brazilian Supreme Court ordered his rearrest because the defense legal team themselves were partly to blame for the delays in the appeal, and Bruno was imprisoned again. In July of 2019, Bruno was released from prison to serve in a semi-open program for the rest of his sentence, where he could work or train in the day while being under house arrest at night. The program was intended to have him return to jail each night, but that jail facilities weren't able to accommodate the coming and going of a detainee led to Bruno enjoying house arrest instead. Damn, did you hear what he said in his quote about making mistakes? He made a mistake and hired somebody to go off his baby mama. It wasn't a mistake, Bruno. You offed your baby mom because you did not want your wife to know that you were sleeping with another woman. That's exactly why you did it. We all make mistakes, but we all don't make those damn kind of mistakes, Bruno. Boy, Brazil. Must be only because Brazil. As always, I got receipts. We're going to get right to it. And I'm going to get you on out of here. Remember, if you like today's content, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the video. And hit up the notifications so we be all in your notifications when we drop our videos. Number 1, message to all ladies and gentlemen. It's not a good idea to date married people. 99.9% of the time, that won't end too well for you. It's nothing positive that come out of dating someone that's married already. You know, and you make your bed, you lie in it. You cannot go around sleeping with married people. I know we live in a day and time right now where it's less people getting married throughout all of history. So for those who choose to get married, getting married should be a covenant. It's under the eyes of the Lord, but that's what it should be, under the eyes of the Lord. So, and he don't like ugly. So if you go around sleeping with married people, being a home wrecker, most likely that situation just not going to end well. It's just not good. They have 100 million other people that's not married. Go date someone that's not married. Go sleep with someone that's not married. Have a fling with someone that's not married. Have booty calls with people that's not married. Why are you so obsessed with dating a married person? I don't get it. And usually it leads to something bad. Number 2, if your side chick get pregnant, this for the guys out there. If your side chick get pregnant, just man up and deal with it. Deal with the consequences. And once again, made your own bed. Lie in it. Looks pretty comfortable. You made it, so lie in it. Why do you need a side chick? I don't know. Well, I do know. I'm a married man. I know how I go. But you necessarily don't need a side chick. If that's the case, don't get married. Just have a bunch of babies with a bunch of different women. It is what it is, right? If you tell one that you love them and you're going to be faithful, love that one and be faithful. I know it's hard. This is a tale as old as time. This is a tale throughout history where it's just hard for people to be married, and men always want to, I know what it is. You don't want to sleep with the same box for, the rest of your life. But there's something that you sign up for when you put the ring on and you say, I do, right? So that's what you should do. Number 3, and I'm going to get you on out of here. Won't keep you long. This is a real one. Love is strong. Love is strong. It's one of those feelings that you can't control. And if you're married and you love another person, just divorce the one you're with and be with that person. It's better for everyone if you just divorce the wife and move it on. Divorce the husband and move on. But I know what it is. We're selfish as human beings. We want our cake and eat it too. We want to have our wife, our kids, and possibly a little something on the side, a little moose-bouge, a little dessert, a little appetizer. But that shit don't end well most of the time. And sometimes it ends with murder. Sometimes it ends in divorce, and then you have the kids that grow up a little off because they didn't have their mother and father in the house. They saw their mother and father beefing all the time. And then they grow up to be flawed individuals. And then they have kids, and then they wind up teaching their kids to be flawed individuals, or thinking they don't need a man in the house, or thinking I don't need to have a wife, I could just have multiple baby mamas. Don't really work that way. It doesn't really work that way. Now, Bruno actually got his family to help him out in this murder, which is just ridiculous to me. Do your own work. Do your own dirty work. It's not a mistake. You're a murderer. You're horrible. Plain and simple. And continuation of number 3. And if you're the one in love with the married person, you're going to have to just deal with it and let it play out. You can't force them to leave their spouse. You made your bed, now lie in it. You slept with the married man. You knew he was married from the beginning. And now you're pregnant, or you're falling deeply in love, and you're saying, well, I know when I got into this relationship that you were married, but my feelings are different now. So what? You just have more feelings for him. The best case scenario for you is just to wait it out. Maybe he tell his wife, she tell her husband that I'm in love with someone else and I want a divorce. And that's something that you just have to deal with. If that never happens, you're just going to have to raise that baby and hope you can get some child support from him. Plain and simple. That's just as simple as that. It's not that hard. And we make things to be so much more difficult than what they are as adults. We do worse than kids sometimes. We tell them what to do, but then we don't practice what we preach. We want kids to do what's right by life and by people when we don't do what's right and what's life by people, because they see those things that we do and then they mimic us. And now you have a bunch of flawed individuals walking the face of the earth. That's just how it is, and that's just how it goes. Now he's out. Seemed like he did 6 years, maybe 7 years once he went back in, maybe 8 years of a 22-year sentence. This happened in Brazil. But what he did, he pretty much got away with. Now she's dead. He's out. He has nothing to do with the child. My thing is they took her. This is what I can't quite understand. They took her. They dismembered the body. I guess the baby was born, and then Bruno's wife showed up with the baby. So I don't know, was the wife involved once she found out? And he said, baby, I did some messed up stuff. I got her pregnant. She was like, get rid of her then. I don't want that baby. I don't want a bastard child around this house. But now the grandmother has her. So that's good. Hope the baby's well. Hope the baby should be roughly 14 now. So 15, roughly 14, 15. So I wish that baby nothing but the best in life. Your mother's dead and your father killed him. Quite horrible. So I hope that baby has the best life that it possibly can have growing up with Eliza's mother, which would be the baby's grandmother. My final message to all, and I'm going to let you bounce. Remember, if you like today's content, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the video. Please, and hit up the notifications so we be all in your notifications when we drop our videos. My final message to all. If your best friend, a close family member, asks you to help them get rid of a body or to help you off someone, please say no. You don't have to be a snitch and snitch them out, but just please say no. Because when they catch you, because they will eventually catch you, they're going to give your ass football numbers. And that's for sure. So on that note, I've been Sean Mack, and this is Death After Sports. Bruno Fernandez.